All right, kids. Now how about we do some scripture readings from the Book of Mormon?
The pod.
A great price.
The pod.
A great price.
Can we give me say hey-oh?
Hey-oh. Can I get a oh-oh?
Oh.
Can I get a pot of great price?
Pot of great price.
Pot of great price in the house.
Pot of great price in the house. We're pot of great pricing. We're great pricing. That
And then right now, imagine I'm Busta Rhymes.
Oh.
I said it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna.
Okay.
Done it. Just imagine it. I'm not going to try Busta Rhymes it, but wasn't that great freestyle?
That was a sick freestyle, dude.
Yeah, well, I can't help it, man. With all the energy that I feel on a Monday,
Dude,
it comes out of me. The Lord has its way of just releasing energy through our pores into this here podcast.
It's true. Welcome to the Pot of Great Price, folks. If you don't know, now you do. It's a podcast where me, Chris Jessup, an American former polygamist Mormon, reading the entire Book of Mormon, word to word, chapter by chapter, verse to verse, to my friend across the pond in the UK.
Me, Fraser McMinn, listener to every single word of the Book of Mormon, from my friend, the ex-polygamist American cult member, Chris Jessup.
Your descent into Frenchness was very interesting there with the credits.
Bonsoir and bonsoir to all my British chums.
I don't know how you turned into Sebastian. Well, not Sebastian. Well, it was a character named Sebastian.
Sebastian's Jamaican, isn't he? I could go Jamaican.
But I meant the name Sebastian feels very French to me.
Sebastian.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that you turned into Sebastian the Jamaican crab from Ariel, the movie. You've seen Ariel the movie, right?
Ariel the movie.
Yeah.
Yes, Ariel the movie.
Yeah, no, it's in the same area as the revamped Disney classics.
Yeah.
Similar movies. So yeah, you have Ariel the movie. You have Belle Sleeps with the Beast.
Right.
There's that one. Yeah, there's the ogre guy with the gargoyles.
Yeah.
That's another one that's great. Underrated in a lot of ways. Well, has one of the best villains, by the way, with Count Frollo. But yeah, no, it's a part of the whole part of it, like the Greek twink is in there.
The Greek He's the Greek twink. I think I know. Remind me of who's the Greek twink.
Some people call it Hercules, but that's... Yeah.
Yeah. Also great villain. The
Hades.
Hadesy.
Yeah, Hades. He's the best.
Yeah.
Hadesy. He's feeling a little hazy, just with his head being kind of engulfed in flames. But
yeah. Well, we are here again. We're the week of December, getting towards the holiday season. Okay, and again, I need to invest in some sweaters, but I don't. But right now, I've got a nice little Coca-Cola. Christmas is little Santa Claus.
Shanty Claus.
Yeah, drinking
Coca-Cola.
Crazy?
The idea that Santa is this big jolly round white guy with a beard is because of Coca-Cola's ads. Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, it's the reason why he's red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
It is absolutely insane.
Coke is that far in our brains.
I wonder if it feels like that's a common thing. If you didn't, some people might not even know that Santa Claus used to be green. The reason why he's red is because of Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah, his red suit.
Which completely imagine Santa Claus was green. There's something his cheeks. It wouldn't bring out his cheeks nearly as much. The redness is warm.
It could. I mean, they're complementary colors. We could have
they
some
are,
of
but
that.
I don't know. It's the red, the big
Santa
red jolly. It's not Santa. But so thank you, Coca-Cola. You brought the color red to the festive season.
Some would say
no one can take that away from you.
Some would say the bad color.
We're going to ignore that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna take Santa Claus as being the bad guy.
I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying he's wearing the bad color.
He's wearing the bad color. He's almost Darth Santa.
Darth Santa. That'd be sick.
So we are obviously family home evening, as we are again every Monday. We are reading yet another chapter. We are currently at 2nd Nephi, chapter 8, I believe.
It is true.
So far, we've had the family. They've got to America. They kind of were enjoying America. They got the taste of freedom. They got the taste of
It's airborne.
of violence that's come about, and being justice and liberty and all that stuff. All these words have started coming up ever since they landed in land of the free. But Papa Lehi, the patriarch of the family who do not have a surname.
We don't have a surname. That's true.
No, don't have a surname. I think it's Smith.
I don't know. There are some translations of the Book of Mormon that link their surname back to this word. I don't want to mess up the pronunciation, but it's McJesup.
The great long family of McJesup.
Yeah, McJesup.
That makes sense. Makes far more sense.
It's hard to say sometimes. So most people just say it, with our accents and our understanding of language and how we've habitually been taught to talk. They just pronounce it McJesup. So
Jessup. The Papa, he has died. Kind of looked like Santa Claus in my head. Big white beard. It's kind of how I picture him. He has now died. Now the brothers' war's coming. We've already got our gang names. We already had the Nephites and the Lamanites.
You got it.
The Lamanites, and they're not happy with each other. We know that there's going to be war to come.
More wars, more contentions, lots of struggle and strife between the Jets and the Sharks. That's what we found out. And currently, Jacob is reading from Isaiah. He let us know that he's going to be reading from the Bible because these folks had some knowledge of ancient Judeo-Christian practices.
So we have another Isaiah episode.
So we have another Isaiah episode on this one. So we are going to be reading from the Book of Mormon on this episode. So yeah. But I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
We're ready to go here. Jacob is excited to read.
Is he?
He's stoked.
Good.
Yeah, he's stoked.
Jacob's a relatively new character. He's the second youngest. He was the firstbborn in the wilderness. Am I correct?
Correct. Yep, you are correct.
Who Nephi? If memory serves correct, didn't Nephi tell him he's like the teacher? He's going to be the teacher.
Yeah, you can think of Nephi and Jacob in the same sense as the Sword and the Stone. Merlin and Arthur.
Okay, all right. So Merlin is Nephi.
Correct.
Okay.
Older, wizened.
Now he's wizened. Now he's getting on a bit. Now he's getting, he has a lot of knowledge.
A little peppery flakes up top, right?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
And
Well, then who do you think is the marvelous Madam Mim? I reckon it's going to be one of the wives, and I don't know which one because Nephi never says their name. It felt like there was one of them that had a bit more, would argue a little bit or stand up.
Oh, here's a reframe. Nephi is to Jacob as is Joel is to Ellie, but instead of father-daughter, it's brother-brother.
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm going to show you the world of righteousness.
Yeah, exactly.
And hardened hearts. So yes. So that would explain. Jacob is very, very excited to read us the words of old.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay. Let's hear about how much God hates us.
2 Nephi, chapter 8. Jacob continues reading from Isaiah. In the last days, the Lord will comfort Zion and gather Israel. The redeemed will come to Zion amid great joy. Compare Isaiah 51 and 52, 1-2. About 559 to 545 BC.
So is Zion mentioned in the Old Testament?
Yeah, so Zion, you can kind of think of it as this nation who all collectively lives in righteousness. Its location, it can be interpreted as a location as well. It's like saying America as a whole, or Zion as a whole. You know, it's a place, also a culture. It's a place, also a people. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. I knew Zion was obviously a Mormon thing. I just didn't know it was in the Old Testament. So
It's also a place with a bunch of stinky hippies in the third Matrix movie.
This is Zion, and we are not afraid!
it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ! Didn't put that together.
Yeah,
Wow.
where all the stinky ravers.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Zion, wasn't it?
Yep.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Didn't even realize that. I saw a video recently of Neil deGrasse Tyson, I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, talking about the Matrix with Lawrence Fishburne, and they were talking about a lot of it's like Neo,
Neo
the
is,
one.
Yeah, he's Christ. Yeah.
Neo. One. Very, very clever. Lots of
No,
stuff,
the Matrix
man.
is so good.
It is so good. The Matrix is so fucking good. And it shows that these stories, they can be interpreted in the most incredible way possible, to the point where you don't even realize you're fucking learning Bible shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
No,
just like
thinking
Keanu Reeves, slow-mo. Dude, in The Matrix Returns, when he's got all the agents around him and he gets that pole, puts it in the middle and runs around them. The coolest. It's up there with Legolas sliding down the stairs, popping headshots. I've
totally.
always wanted to do that. But okay,
Oh, yeah.
all right. So, thank you for getting me a bit more excited about reading Old Testament.
You're welcome. Yeah. No, we need to make, again, touchstones. It's all about the touchstones.
Thank you.
All right. Verse number 1. Hearken unto me, ye that follow after righteousness. Look unto the rock from whence ye are hewn, and to the hole of the pit from whence ye are digged. Verse 2.
Look to the rock. Look to Dwayne Johnson.
Look unto
If ever you need to follow
Dwayne
righteousness, you look to Dwayne.
Johnson. Can you smell what the rock is digging?
And the whole of the pit, the fucking mosh pit.
The fucking pit.
From once you've digged. Have you heard that song? I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. I'll send it to you. It's dope. I would have put it in by now.
All right.
Banger. All right.
Sick.
Getting distracted.
Looking forward to it. Verse 2. Look unto Abraham your father, and unto Sarah, she that bare you. For I called him alone and blessed him.
All right, we know this is definitely not Nephi right now because we just had maybe the second. We're almost 30 chapters in, I think. The second woman has now been named.
Yeah. So Sariah, mother of Nephi, has been named, but Sarah's the second. We had mentions of female characters, but it was only sisters and the wives and daughters.
No names.
But no names. So yeah, Sarah, keep in mind, this is not Sariah. We are hearing from Isaiah from the Old Testament. This is like a different filter. Maybe that's what we should do with these episodes. It's just like put on a different filter.
That's a good idea.
We'll do some sort of dissolve effect for some sort of something. We'll do that, reset. And welcome to the Old Testament. Just read it a lot more Christian. Look unto Abraham, your father, and unto Sarah.
Well, if it's Old Testament, I don't know. Do we go a bit more Catholic and a bit more just like rosemary beads and just
When the Lord shall comfort
for
Zion.
everyone, we give ourselves the 20 lashes on our back. We keep lashing ourselves on our back.
Pie su domine.
Your father and onto Sarah. So it's basically that what it's saying. Abraham is the father, Sarai mother.
Sarah, but yes.
Oh, Sarah. Sorry, yeah. You did say Sarah is the mother. So that's our mama and papa.
Yeah, so this is Isaiah talking about, hey, remember your mom and dad?
Well, I'm going to remind you of her name because you might have forgot about it because it's a woman's name.
Yeah, you can't forget. Can't forget. Verse 3, for the Lord shall comfort Zion. He will comfort all her waste places.
That's dirty.
Oh, dude.
Imagine texting a girl back and forth and saying, "Can you send me a picture of your waist place?"
Oh, I love it.
let me check
Your
out that
waist
waist
place.
place.
Oh my God.
Show me where you
there-
waste. Show me the
Listen.
place where you waste.
Listen, everyone at home, we're just reading it.
We're just reading it, okay? We're just reading it.
We're just reading it, and you can't. You can't.
What on earth is he talking
What
about?
what am I supposed to think when I'm a kid and I hear comfort all her waste places?
What else could it mean?
All of its bad spots will be basically he wants to bring a bunch of Barnes and Nobles in and clean up the place. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh God. Hashtag waste place.
This is a tip for anybody who's traveling. I don't know if this is something that... Do you guys have Barnes & Noble in the
No.
UK?
We
Okay,
don't,
so
no.
this is mainly for the American listeners. If you're ever lost in a city and you're feeling like, we're not in a good spot of town, go to your phone and type in, and you don't know where to go, just go to your phone, type in Barnes & Noble. It will get you out of the bad part of town.
So it's like, they're only in nice places then.
Usually the Barnes & Noble are like, they're placed in spots where they're close to main thoroughfares. It's like a chain bookstore.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So-
Kind of like
Yeah,
Boswell's, I guess.
sure.
Guys.
Yeah. But anyway, that's just a tip.
So her waste place. He's gonna come for her waste place.
Comfort all her waste places. And as long as it's consensual and you use enough lube and a lot of patience. Patience is key for comforting any sort of waste place. That's a pot of great price tip.
And Rohypnol. No, don't scrap that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
And he
Give
will
us
make
some of that hot Cosby.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, dude. Come on, let's read.
All right. And he will make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and gladness shall be found therein, thanksgiving and the voice of melody.
Man, I'm schwitzing, dude. I'm getting hot.
That was a doozy of a verse.
So far, each one's been a bit of a doozy so far.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Old Testament is so sexually repressed. It's insane.
in there, man. It's in there. Verse 4, hearken unto me, my people, and give ear unto me, O my nation. For a law shall proceed from me, and I will make my judgment to rest for a light for the people. My righteousness is near. My salvation is gone forth, and mine arm shall judge the people. The isles shall wait upon me, and on mine arm they shall rest. Or sorry,
Again, we've got Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and
Yep.
his arm shall judge the people's elbow.
And here comes the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. The people's elbow.
the people's elbow. People shall judge.
Yeah. we do not mean to make The Rock sound cool in any way. We here
True.
at the Pod of Great Price, we fucking hate The Rock, and I hope he hears it.
The official opinion of the Pot of Great Price regarding Dwayne The Rock Johnson is that he's kind of a douche.
A shit person, and clearly a shit, kind of shit actor, and I don't think he's a nice person in real life.
I haven't seen The Smashing Machine. I heard he's good in it. But listen, if you sign contracts with movie studios where it's the only way that you get hired is if you aren't able to get punched in the face and you have to win every fight.
Yeah. And if your house and local area gets burned to the ground and you have fucking millions in your bank account that you can lose and help build the place back up, to ask us people that we should give so he can fix up his place, fuck you and fuck Oprah. That's our official stance. You pricks. Sorry.
Anybody else?
Anyone
else we need to fucking clear the air about in here, huh?
Are you guys all going to pretend you still love The Rock? No, give up. It's done.
Razor's inner shit talker. He's just like shadow boxing in the corner, just like, fucking come on. Let me at him. It's like,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. The Rock sucks. Yeah, no, Oprah too. Yeah. No, we get it.
I'm tired today, so I got shit to let out.
It's all good.
We're cool.
All right. Verse 6. Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look upon the earth beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. Verse 7. Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart I have written my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their revilings.
Well, I just want to quickly say the verse verse 6. It's wax old. Mm-hmm. Again, it was. It's just always really funny to me that Nephi. It's just. If you meet someone who they've clearly been watching something recently and it started to infect their vocabulary, like they're mentioning or they're starting to talk like a certain character, or they're starting to use words that they would have never have used. It's clearly just in some kind of program they've been watching that they thought was cool.
Oh yeah, like you start talking like Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, just like that. Well, I started the Workaholics podcast. This is important. After that started, I use the word Playboy all the time now. I call people Playboy.
To fucking go in and fill that shit in, doggy Playboy.
He says Playboy now.
There's been a lot of doggy. He says Playboy now.
And it is because I was listening to it and they said it now, and I was like, that's cool. And I used it ironically, and now it's vocabulary. But this wax old. It's not long after when he used that term. I really like the term wax old, but is it in the same manner? Because when he used it before, it was about Lehi dying.
Yeah.
Is it in a similar? Is that also how it's kind of being used? Waxing old, is it to pass on?
To age. It's to age. Yeah.
Yeah, I just really like it. I just had never heard it before. But again, he was obviously reading it recently and... Yeah. So used it in his, but it's really funny that straight after, if he'd put off an Isaiah chapter for a little bit longer, we would have kind of forgot about it or kind of gotten mixed up, but it's like straight after. So it's like you would write in your fan fiction, just like, what can I do?
Yeah, he's taken a little bit of zhuzh from Isaiah for sure.
Yeah, but with verse 7, so hearken to the righteousness, the people on the lot, fear ye not, approach to the men, neither be afraid of their revilings.
Mm-hmm.
What's nice and simple.
Yep, keeping it easy.
Every other time there's a hyperlink, there's a whole thing. This one, hate. It just means hate.
It just means hate. Easy peasy.
This is Old Testament we're talking about. It's gonna mean hate.
Just right into it. We're dicing this onion loosely. Okay, we just get it in the pot. All right.
They usually try and give it some kind of good, historical. It's just hate. He hates.
Yeah.
He hates us.
Yeah. Yeah, fear not their
Which God
hatred.
we're talking about.
Yeah, so he's not specifically talking about God, just for context. But he's asking people neither be afraid of their revilings rather. The reproach of men, meaning all the people who don't follow you, they're going to hate you. So don't worry about it. You're with God. That's kind of what that verse is saying.
They're the cool kids.
Yeah. Verse 8, for the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them like wool. But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. So,
Mothra. He's back.
Mothra's back. And the worm from Dune is back.
Yes,
I can't remember
we've
what the
got
name
our
of the-
creatures, our giant creatures.
Yeah, so we've established now that Keanu Reeves is in the same habitat and world as Mothra, Danny DeVito, Mel Gibson, and the worm from Dune. This is the Book of Mormon we're talking about here, by the way.
Yeah,
And
this
we're
is the book of
nailing it.
This is where it's actually quite sad that you and I agreed that we will not use any AI at all in this podcast. We wouldn't.
No,
agree.
because AI
This
fucking
is where
sucks.
it's upsetting
AI
because it would have been
sucks.
amazing.
Yeah, true. Also, this is my soapbox. You went on your soapbox
Yeah.
with The Rock and Oprah. Dude, AI sucks. AI fucking sucks. It will always suck. It will never be art. Art comes from humans. Fucking do your fucking job, people, and just be a person. Just be a person, please.
I agree. But it's just annoying at times like this where it's like, God, that would look cool.
It would, but
I
also,
don't want to do it. We would never do it.
Too, I wanna foster people's imaginations in like what do they see when I list all of those things, and
Yeah.
that's what they get to have. That I don't know what it looks like, but they do. You know what I mean? I know what it looks like for me, and I just said it in words. You get to fill in what's in the briefcase.
Yeah. Good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck
We
you,
don't
AI.
need to see the guy chopping off the ear to know that he chopped off the ear.
Good point.
All right, I got to change my battery. Yeah, so whatever people want to fill in for their own imagination on this, they get to have, because I think that's important. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We're a very imagination first podcast.
Absolutely. All right. Verse number 9. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arm of the Lord. Awake as in the ancient days. Art thou not he that hath cut Rahab and wounded the dragon?
Right. Very interesting verse. It got my don't really know what it said, but it mentioned dragon, and I love that.
Yes.
I don't know why dragon was mentioned, but I love it.
Let's go ahead and do a little look-see, just because this one's kind of fun. Let's see. Rahab, okay, Rahab. I don't remember what Rahab is. As one that is slain, that scattered thine enemies with a strong arm. Okay. I'm thinking it's Egyptian. I think it's a pharaoh of some sort. I think so. Let's click into dragon. Oh yes. So they're referencing Ezekiel, chapter 29, verse 3. Speak and say, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of his rivers, which hath said, my river is mine own, and I have made it for myself. So,
Cool.
canonically speaking, here's what I think. This is my own honest truth.
Okay.
I think that what we know dragons as now, fire-breathing lizards, smog, you know, how to train your dragon,
Wings, scaled.
dragon tails, right?
Yeah. A girl dragon.
Yeah, Zack and Wheezy, that kind of thing. I think all of that is what our culture has designed them to be, but I do think that some form of dragon, something, lizard something, was a real thing.
Yes.
That people called it that. Dragon is in the Bible.
Well, that was what I was about to say. It's like that dragon doesn't mean that he's talking about dragons.
So in this, the reference they're using it in is the one that you're calling the Pharaoh, the great dragon lieth in the midst of his rivers. So like you can call it like a crocodile, the great dragon that lies in the river.
Yeah.
Right. So that's something that people have called.
Yeah.
That. So that makes sense to call it some sort of dragon, right? But
well, you and I have said for a while, like if you go to any corner of the globe before these even different countries were even aware of each other. Have you frozen?
Come on, Tyrell.
What?
Get up there, get it out.
Parts of it.
Was it?
This is gonna work right there.
Anyway, so we were talking about dragons. And you and I have said for a while that it's really interesting. If you take the planet, if you take the globe, and you take all different corners and all these countries that didn't even know the other ones existed, if you go into a lot of their folklore, they all seem to have something that somewhat resembles a dragon.
yeah,
They all seem to have something
it's like a
that
common
looks,
thing everywhere.
if you look at all their old paintings and stuff they did, there's this common thing. It's like because even in those days, you've seen the pictures of like medieval paintings, because they would have things like a tiger, or even like the ones of horses, really funny, where it's like, but the artist never saw them; he just had them described to them. So like snails, like medieval snails, they're huge and they're just completely unproportioned. And if you take, all right, maybe like a tiger over here in, medieval England, and a tiger over, let's say, in Asia where there are tigers, look like completely different animals. Yet the dragon seems to always be somewhat consistent, have somewhat the same kind of abilities. The only argument that I've heard for that I think maybe does have some kind of grounds, is that a dragon is almost kind of like a mash of our primal fears. Of something that's bigger than us, something that can fly, breathe, and it's kind of more of like a human shared consciousness of our fears that projects something like that. But it just feels too specific.
Yeah, just feels so weird. So I don't know. I would like to live in a world where dragon or something that resembles the thing that we know dragons to be actually existed, just because that's fun.
It is more fun to believe that they existed. So yeah, they existed.
I don't know.
We've decided.
And that I have no proof for it. And that's a lesson to be learned for everything.
My proof is what my heart says. Okay, we have as much proof of dragons than Joseph Smith had for
And
Nephi.
for all we know, it's so specific, dragons, that in fact, what we know what we know dragons to be are these mythical beasts that can fly and breathe fire. Maybe that is how they actually were.
And I choose to believe that. Always believe the story.
Always believe the story. Just believe it.
If the story's fun and the story's good, just have more of a fun time believing it.
Yeah, just
Turn it off.
yeah, it's super easy. Anyway, all right. Verse 10, Art thou not he who hath dried the sea, the waters of the great deep, that hath made the depths of the sea a way for the ransomed to pass over? So that verse is referencing parting of the Red Sea.
Right,
Moses.
okay. I thought you were about to say, now this verse references Nessie.
Damn it, monster! You stop bugging my children now!
That's the dragon he's talking about. Yes. In fact, the new world is in Scotland. Ooh, the promise.
Imagine this whole time, but the whole time they've got Scottish accents. Just, oh, Nephi, you're talking to Dad again in his tent. What you gonna do, Nephi?
What you gonna
tie you up and
Dude. Dude, I feel like the spirit of Brigham Young is going to love that accent. Verse 11, Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy and holiness shall be upon their heads, and they shall obtain gladness and joy. Sorrow and mourning shall flee away.
He's just sent so many mixed signals this Old Testament era of just if hate, but then there's singing and dancing, which is the thing that Nephi is adamantly against.
Yeah, no
Mixed signals.
dancing. No fun.
But he's got an element of fun, Old Testament one. He's got like the hate is huge, but he's got a little bit of fun in him.
He does. There's a little bit of like, catch him on a good day.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy you McDonald's and take you to the movies.
And then take you to the island.
Yeah. Scotland.
Scotland's not an island.
Scotland's on an island. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Verse 12. And
Scottish people are going to love that.
Freedom. Freedom.
Oh, freedom!
Anyway, independence. Verse 12. And I am he. Yea. I am he. Yea. I am he that comforteth you. Behold, who art thou, that thou shouldst be afraid of man, who shall die, and of the Son of Man, who shall be made like unto grass. Smoking that.
I feel like that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah.
I love how grass is also has a hyperlink, just in case we didn't know.
Yeah, grass. Okay, bringing it back to Isaiah. Okay, the grass wherewith the flower fadeth. Oh, the grass withereth. Okay, yeah. No, it's talking about literal, actual grass.
You know grass. You know.
You know.
Look out a window.
Yeah. You know what
You'll
grass
see
is.
it.
Yeah. Verse 13. And forgettest the Lord thy Maker, that hath stretched forth the heavens, and laid the foundations of the earth, and hast feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy? Where is the fury of the oppressor?
The question marks, honestly. As if he were ready to destroy?
Yeah, and that's mainly because I was just reading it like that, but...
No, but you read it correctly, because that's how it's written.
Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of like you're forgetting how great God is.
Well, I didn't forget. I never thought he was, so...
Yeah.
Got
so like
you there.
compared to the fury of the oppressor, God's so much better because he stretched forth the heavens. He laid the foundations of the earth. So why are you fretting, bro?
Why you fretting, bro?
Why you tripping?
Why? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Where's the fury of the oppressor?
Yeah. Do you ever feel that way when you're in Trump Tower?
Maybe. Maybe not. I will say though, if you are ever trip sitting with somebody, or if you're with somebody who's having an anxiety attack, just say, "And where is the fury of the oppressor?" And they'll know what you're talking about. They'll be able to calm down.
It would just cut them straight to the core.
Yep, they'll know
Right.
exactly what you mean.
And they start skipping.
Like I just feel so spun out. I don't know what's going on. It's like, hey, whoa, hold on. God is so great. Where is the fear of the oppressor? Come on, buddy.
It's in me. It was me. And it just cuts to them looking at themselves in the mirror, in the reflection. Isaiah looking himself in the reflection of the water. Who am I?
Who is that girl? Christina Aguilera shows up.
Oh, yeah.
14. The captive exile hasteneth, that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. 15. But I am the Lord thy God, whose waves roared. The Lord of hosts is my name.
I feel like that's, we have the Mexican god there, whose waves fell. Just, whoa. Mexican wave for Jesus.
Mexican wave for Jesus. Jesus.
For Jesus.
Yeah. 16. And I have put my words in thy mouth. Ooh. And have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, Behold, thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which hast drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling wrung out.
I think it's really funny that this has existed for a thousand odd years, a couple of thousand years, and there are people trying to pick apart just this absolute nonsense combination, a lot of words, because you just read it and it's like, it just feels like it means nothing. I'm sure someone's going to be like, actually, and then say it's got something to do with something completely different. I just reading that, it's like, yeah, he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. My wife
Yeah,
works in an old people home. They very much come out with shit like that.
Yeah, it's so basically the translation of this is that he's like, wake up, Jerusalem! You guys have been having it hard for a while. That's happened to you before. God hasn't been kind to you in the past. That's what that verse means.
I don't know. We saw them. This is years ago. We've seen what Jerusalem looked like years after this, and it was popping. Jerusalem was popping.
Yeah,
not
it was
as
a place
much
to be.
anymore. It went back the other way, but Jerusalem at Nephi's time, lit, fucking lit.
Absolutely lit. Verse 18, and none to guide her among all the sons she hath brought forth, neither that taketh her by the hand of all the sons she hath brought up. These 2 sons are come unto thee, who shall be sorry for thee, thy desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword, and by whom shall I comfort thee?
I hope desolation and destruction is the name of the 2 sons. These two sons. Desolation and destruction.
It's like pain and panic. It's like flotsam and jetsam.
Yeah.
That's funny.
They could just be called Double D. Tag team world champions.
Yeah. One of them, their powers are famine to make things wither, and one of them is like able to get people riled up and kill each other. Desolation and destruction.
Fucking huge dudes.
There you go.
Dudes.
Yeah.
And they have a sword.
Famine is skinny though, and skinny and kind of like
yeah, but maybe
gross.
the kind of, but it is the mastermind behind it all. You know, he can't do an awful lot with his brute strength. Famine, yeah, he's crumbling. You know, like how in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? The grandfather, he's the best killer of all time.
Old grandpa's the best killer there ever was.
Like that's famine. You know, he's put in his work. He's done it, or he's withered. But my God, his results, incredible.
You can't argue with him.
Can't argue with him. Can't argue with him. Shout out Ireland.
Shout out famine. Yo, drop a RIP for famine in the chat. Welcome to the stream of great price. Verse 20. Thy sons have fainted, save these 2. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy God. Verse 21. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted, and drunken, and not with wine. 22.
Drunken, but not with wine. Even then, but with tequila, as we established. Tequila.
But
Jesus and his bowls of tequila.
Now afflicted and drunken, not with wine, but with, and then it just like goes Price is Right.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's a cocktail machine. Look at this here, where you'll be able to mix, blend, and make yourself your own mixologist. Comes with 5 pineapples and the woman of your dreams. Like,
and then the Mexican waving.
Yeah, whoa! And she's wearing she's dressed up with like a slutty sombrero. And she's
a slutty sombrero.
And she has a slutty mustache with like a slutty poncho. You can see the poncho, but also shows her boobs, like cleavage.
Imagine her coming out looking.
She's got poncho cleavage.
Imagine coming out, it's like she's so sexy, and there's just one guy's like, not doing it for me. It's like, why? It's like, if only she, and then she pulls on the fake slutty mustache. She's like, that's done it. That's what I needed.
It's like that scene from The Mask where it's like. Where his eyes go, awooga, and then over the tongue. Where it's like you're banging yourself on the head with a hammer, like cuckoo, cuckoo.
And then the mustache falls off, and he's like, "No, killed it. I'm going home."
Gross. Verse 22. Thus saith the Lord and thy God pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling. dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. So he's saying, you're not going to feel my wrath anymore. Don't worry about it.
Cup of Trembling kind of sounds like a D&D item, kind of like a bag of holding, but the Cup of Trembling.
The Cup of Trembling.
You and your party, you are in a tavern.
Okay.
The bartender hands you over. He serves everyone, but he hands you a cup. Now this cup, it's much bigger. It contains more liquid. Now, roll for dexterity.
Okay. I got 17, but I also have... wait, can I do a charisma check before?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm going to roll a charisma. Okay. Okay, I got 9 plus my modifier on that with my magic token wrist of Riz. That rounds out to a 18. How did that go against his dexterity?
You pick up the Cup of Trembling, and there is vibrations going down. It's shaking, but your hand is so strong. You are holding it sturdy. But the more you're holding it, it's now shaking your entire body. But the shaking it increases your charisma, so you can roll another charisma check.
Okay. I got a 15 with my modifier is a non-true, a dirty 20. I got a dirty 20.
Oh, behave.
You got a dirty 20. Okay, well then you take the thing, you throw it back, you are untouched. Your other party member, the bard, who's about to go up and perform lovely jig to get everyone in the tavern started. He takes a sip. The trembling takes too much, and he trembles it over every single person in the tavern. Takes a sip, and thus the wet t-shirt contest was created.
Oh. And then okay, so then I'm gonna roll for titties.
Roll for titties.
Okay. I got a natural 20.
Tits out, tits out,
tits out, tits out, tits out.
This is
You
for
have to take
Jesus.
your shirt off. You have to take everybody has to take your shirt off if you're going to role play in this now. Like nerd trying to see tits. Nerd trying to see tits. No, everybody has to role play. That's how the game works.
A nerd trying to play tits, so he has to play D&D and force it into a campaign. So
He's never seen moves before. It's like, so I go up and I'm blind, right? And I just go forward like this. And he's like peeking. He like goes
Sure, it's peeking.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. Sleepover. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee. So he's this cup of fury, the cup of trembling.
The cup of trembling.
Yeah. You can kind of read this next verse in a little bit of a DM as well. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, who have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
What the fuck? Dude. Fuck you. I'm out of it. Well, if you're going to be like that. It's not very nice.
Dude, get out of here if you're uncircumcised, okay? You dirty, gross, nasty, unclean thing.
Fuck
Get it
you,
out.
man. Hoodies are cool.
Not in Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. Well,
Not as
all right,
part of
fine.
being a part of Zion.
Right, well, that's the first time he said something that I've had no choice but to take personally. So
So, point against Isaiah.
or is it point against me? Apparently I'm unclean.
Well, I mean, to you, it's a point against him. Verse 25, shake thyself from the dust, arise, sit down.
Get up. Get down.
Arise, sit down. Arise, sit down.
Sit down.
Arise, sit
Sit
down.
down.
Arise, sit down.
To the
Arise,
left.
sit
Take
down.
it back now.
Arise, sit down.
Get up from the dust.
Arise, sit down.
Arise from the dust.
Arise, sit
Sit
down.
down.
Arise, sit down. O Jerusalem, sit down. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Arise, sit down. Arise, sit down. All right, that's
And
the end of the
cha-cha,
chapter.
real smooth.
Turn it out.
Turn it out.
All right, well, yeah, that's the that's the end of the chapter.
She's up. Arise, sit down. What the fuck? Arise, sit down.
Arise, sit down, O Jerusalem. That's kind of how it would be read, I think. Yeah, shake
Yeah.
thyself from the dust. Arise, sit down, O Jerusalem. Yeah,
So funny. It gets funnier to me when I realize the reality of the fact that there are people who actually go to church seriously, like, and read that, and they don't giggle. Like, that's just funny.
I mean,
Like, no matter how you look on it, that's funny.
I know of people who like see these types of things in the Book of Mormon and have the same reactions that we've had.
Yeah,
You know, like comforting her waist place. Like,
I know. Yeah, dude.
come on, I never had heard of analingus been described in that way before.
Oh, behave.
No.
But now we have the term.
Yeah.
Only here at the Pot of Great Price, folks. That's
I tell you what, it's discovering really good slang. Yeah.
yeah.
Really good new like turn of phrases and things. But you read it, sit down, and because we were laughing. What was the last sentence? Sorry, of the final verse. I was
Loose
getting down.
thyself from loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
Captive daughter of Zion makes it kind of sound like, well, Fiona from Shrek.
Yeah, in a way, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. The Legend of Zelda, The Legend of Zion.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and that's the end. That's the end of the chapter. So I guess we go straight into.
Let's do it. I think it's time for everyone's favorite section of the episode. It's time for Fraser's Final Thoughts.
Fraser's final thoughts. Now, another Old Testament verse chapter. I usually don't like them, and I usually don't even think they're that funny. That was a funny that was a funny
good one.
chapter.
That was of all the Isaiah chapters, this was the best so far.
That was funny, and it was also the best because it wasn't that long. It was all right. It's only 25. Again, just dude, the level of sexual repression is just insane. And again, it's hard. I'm very aware because I'm sure there might be someone watching this now and being like, but it's of a different time. I get that, and I understand it. Probably doesn't mean. I'm sure he wasn't meaning analingus, though it fucking does say that. But
or anal stimulation of some sort. We don't know.
Yeah,
if it's
but-
with the tongue. We don't know.
Yes. But the point is that, right, fine. If it's a thing of the time, fine. But we're not in that time anymore. This is a different time, and this is what it sounds like. So just take away the context. Just looking at the words, it's really funny because it only just keeps leading to these really sexual things. And I don't know if that's a metaphor for our society as of 2025. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's funny. The uncircumcised and the unclean.
What the fuck?
Get them out of here.
Why does it matter? Why is it such a thing? Like,
Well,
I've never got it.
Okay, so imagine hygiene and
Take
how
away
people
hygiene,
felt.
just religion based.
That's where it stems from. Is the
I
hygiene part.
I just don't. Well, okay, well, maybe because at that time they couldn't clean themselves. If you're uncircumcised of 2025, you can still be clean. It's not
Well, of course.
doable to do. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
hard.
yeah, yeah.
But
No,
obviously,
and
it's a
there's-
different time back then. I can probably imagine right around this time, showers and stuff are hard to come by. Yeah, right. It probably does make a bit more sense, but
yeah, that's where the unclean and uncircumcised things coincide. Is that, at least from what I remember being taught, that idea stems from just the fact that they couldn't clean themselves properly, and if you had a nasty, dirty dick,
foreskin,
then
yeah,
it was, associated with grossness, and that makes sense, of course. So,
but it still
yeah.
comes back to dicks and sex.
Yeah.
All this stuff, like regardless of that, like it still comes, it's such an important thing within certain cultures and religions is that we need to get that foreskin gone.
Of circumcision. That's when they take a knife and cut a slit right down the middle of your penis, slicing it into 2 halves. And then they take the 2 halves and tie them in a little bow.
Get it off, right?
Yeah.
But but it's the dick they're focusing on. It's the sex. It's the sexual organ. Like, there is so much repression that's just baked into all this stuff. And again, it's just really interesting as someone, again, who didn't grow up with this, like seeing it like that, it's just fascinating. It's just really interesting.
Yeah. So when you hear about people who act out in weird ways sexually, and as they come from a religious background, it's almost, I mean, those are two sides of a Venn diagram that are nearly an eclipse. Like, it's almost a dead ringer every time. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you know what? Good chapter, actually. Well, it was a fun chapter. I think it was a good chapter. I think it was a fun chapter. A lot of drivel, because most of it just kind of felt like it was speaking for the sake of speaking and to write something, because a lot of it, this is why all these old religions there's always so much conflict and stuff, because so much different stuff gets interpreted. Because, I mean, I could read this now and I can interpret it for what I think, but then, you talk to the pastor of this church, talk to this one, and they've all got different things. But then, well, who's right? Why is your opinion on it more than mine? Because you've read it more? Like, but if it's just that's the text and it's to be interpreted, then I'm equally as right as you.
yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, it's just really funny, because at least the Nephi ones where he's actually talking, the story, although not amazingly written, there's still kind of, it's written in a way as a story that we can still follow today. All this Old Testament stuff, it's hard, to kind of be able to do that. It's definitely not. I will say officially right now, the Book of Mormon is much more fun than the Old Testament.
Yeah, we've had a lot more fun with the Book of Mormon verses than we have with the lifted Isaiah chapters.
Until this one.
Yeah. Up until this is the first time, which is why I think we're remarking on it. Is like, it sets itself apart in its way, in its own way.
Yeah. Mentions of dragons, dude. That's fucking cool.
It's got anal. It's got dragons. It's got circumcision. It's
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. It's Game of Thrones. This is the most Game of Thrones app we've had so far.
that is the most Game of Thrones app. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. But yeah, no, great. I actually enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Yeah. So I got some stats about this app.
Hit me.
I got some stats. This episode, or this chapter, 25 verses, as we saw. Grand total, 812 words, making it the 174th longest episode, or longest chapter in the Book of Mormon. And this is something worth remarking. I mean, we'll have the ranking and the word counts and stuff as often as I want to.
We'll do it.
But this episode is actually slightly different, because after today's chapter being read, my good friend, we are officially 1/8 of the way through the Book of Mormon.
No shit.
1/8. We are 12.5% done with the Book of Mormon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Also, not only is it we have an eighth, we are done with the 8th of the Book of Mormon. It's chapter 8. That's kind of fun. That's just kind of a cool little tidbit. The
That is
8th
cool.
chapter of 2nd Nephi is we're an 8th done. That's kind of fun. And also, too, this episode is going to be released. Let's see, what is today? Remember, today's the 8th. That's right. So today marks 4 years away from the end of the podcast.
Today, 4 years today.
We are 4 years out today.
Wow.
We have high school left. We're starting our freshman year next episode, dude.
Nice. 4 years. 4 years. 4 years sounds really long when you say it like that. I know it's going to fly by.
It's going to fly by.
But damn, 4 years today. That's special. That is special.
Isn't
Mark
that
it in your
kind
calendars,
of
folks.
it's kind of a fun episode in that way of like all the cool little connections there. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that you've been doing all these stats. It's really,
I think
been really
it's
good.
fun. I enjoy it. It's a good thing. I think I've gotten what do you think a title for the episode should be? I'm weighing between uncircumcised and the unclean, or comfort her waste place.
I like both. It's got to be something to do with both. Comfort, a waste place, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure, folks. You get to see the brainstorming sessions right now between Chris and I. Whichever we do name it, comment if you thought we chose correctly or if we chose wrong,
or maybe
just compliment it.
Comment on what you would rather have this episode be called, and then we might change it.
we might change it, or just what you think the next one should be called, even if it's got nothing to do with it. If it's funny enough,
yeah,
we might.
If you want to read ahead, and read next chapter, and then give us a suggestion for like a title that we might land on, let us know. Shoot us a DM, shoot us an email, shoot us a smoke signal. You guys know the drill. You know the drill. You find somebody who knows how to tame wild horses, become friends with them, and then what you do after a few maybe days or so of giving them your best whiskey is that they'll be able to teach you how to tame horses. Once you tame those horses, you'll be able to use them similar to the Pony Express and tell everyone you know about the pony on the Pony Express, the Pot of Great Price Express.
Choo-choo.
And that's going to be the way that it goes, dude.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it is.
You're going to have a 6-shooter on your hip. You're going to have a mailbag with letters flying out as you're going because you're going so fucking fast. Are they fan letters from you, the viewers, to us? Yeah. But are we going to lose lots of them? Yeah. So that means we're not going to answer all those questions and stuff that you guys are writing in by the droves. So that's okay.
Sorry. But, but Christmas is coming up. If you put it on your Christmas wish list.
Yeah. If you ask Santa Claus, say, hey, Santa, I know that you got that green jacket. Call back. I know you got it in the closet in there. Just let you know that I know you. And now that we know each other, and I know your history, something I need in my life is the Pot of Great Price.
And dragons.
So,
take care, folks.
We'll sign your omelets.
See you next week.